Okay, after I have shown you in the last video how to create a new idleaf account and your first idleaf identity, I now want to demonstrate how to customize one of these identities. We have now again the example with Igor Pavlov, my pseudo fantasy identity. So I'm here now on the overview of the identities. You can reach this overview by clicking on the Manage Identities link in the top bar. So now this is the one and only identity I have right now. I click on the picture and now I am in the administration section where I have different possibilities of editing. So first of all, I want a new picture because now it's only, let's see, oops, wrong window. Let's see the default picture. So I click on picture. I choose a picture, dummy picture again. So here we go. Now we have set up the picture. If you look at the identity, the picture is in there. Now I want to change my base data and add some addresses. So I put in here an example street, postal code is 1235, Moscow, and Pavlov lives in Russia. Phone number, all dummy values. Okay, if I check it. Now address data and contact data are displayed in the sections on the left hand side. Okay, here on the right side it's pretty empty, so I want to fill it up with some resources. I click on resources. A resource can be everything from a web page to a profile in a social network or a file maybe too. So I add my first resource. It's a web page and it's CNN, for example, and I write the title, my favorite news site in Germany, it's US, okay, and the description, news site, blah blah blah. I edit. Okay, now if I look at the profile, it's here, and as you can see there's a little dot. It's a little gimmick. If I click on it, I can change the color and the type, and I want a yellow filled dot. So I can use different colors for each resource. Okay, now I want to add some social networks I'm in. So I first of all want to group them in a group. So I name this group social networks. Here it is. And then I'm adding some profiles. For example, I have a Last.fm profile, which is called Igor. I choose a group, it's a resource. Now as you can see, here it is. And I have maybe a friend feed. Here each profile generates a new URL, so you have your URL and an input field at the position where normally your username, identifier, ID is. So you can immediately edit at the username here, like Igor2 maybe. I choose a network. Here we go. So now on your profile page we have one resource without a group and two resources in a group, and both resources here are profiles in social networks. Yeah, so you can fill it up with a lot of resources, whatever you want. So now I want to add some messenger services like my Skype. It's Igor ICQ and AOL maybe, test. These messenger services are then also displayed on the left side in your identity. Okay, then I want to change the URL as well, because now it's only the automatically generated URL, the EG for Igor, the two first letters, and the random number generated by the system. But I want to print this URL on the business card, for example, and then I need a prettier URL, so I can change it. To do this, I can or I switch to identity URL, and then I have opportunity to, or the possibility to add a name, and I choose Igor because it's nice for my profile. So now the new URL is not it's still EG9559, but it's now also /Igor2. So if I open new tab, insert the URL, I'm on my profile. So now it's a nice and small URL I can put on business cards, or I can tell friends, because it's easier to remember. Okay, then you have also a status here where you can deactivate your profile. Now it's deactivated. If I want to call it, the idleaf profile you called seems to be inactive, and I can activate it again. It's maybe useful if you have multiple identities and you don't like one one of your identities anymore, you can deactivate it. Okay, here on the top side there's a possibility to add some introductory text or a motto, like if I like candies, hooray. If you go now on the profile, you see it here, it's below of your image. Yeah, so this is it for the first customization of my identity. Yeah, and I hope you can try it.